Hello, y'all. This is going to be a review on this Provident Pantry spaghetti seasoning and the Sloppy Joe seasoning. It's Provident Pantry My Choice. They come in smaller cans than the big one, but they're seasonings. And I bought these because I generally was using these, which they're alright. They have their issues, but my main issue was the salt content. We do not like a lot of salt, and the Sloppy Joes is way up there. So I bought this and I noticed that the canned Sloppy Joe mix has way more salt than this one, but this one still had too much for my taste. So I bought this back in the fall, last fall, when I bought my tomato powder and stuff, for, a replacement to see if I liked it better than these packets. And I do. I do. And it goes far. I've only used a little less than half since fall. And when you're cooking with these, so you only used half of that. We have spaghetti at least once a week, Sloppy Joes quite often. But when you're cooking these, I found that it's best to ground the meat. Cook your ground meat if you're not using canned. And then what you do is drain it, and then drain it of all the grease and everything, and then put you some water in your pan. I just use it in my skillet. I just put a little bit of water in my iron skillet, and then I put 3, I don't really measure, I just use these I just use these old soup spoons. I put 3 of these in the pan. Doesn't matter if it's spaghetti or Sloppy Joes. I just put 3. I don't know what the instructions say. Let's see. The instructions say use 5 tablespoons to 1 equals 1 ounce can of tomato paste. Well, I don't use that much, so I guess that's why it's lasting. But I just use it to taste. I just do it to taste. We don't have to have, super powerful stuff. I just use 3 of these spoons to, I add it to the water that I put in my hamburger. And then I, mix it up real good. And then I just let it, or, you know what? If you don't want to do it in your hamburger, put it in a saucepan. Add some water in your saucepan. Add the 3, I guess that would be a tablespoon of it in your little saucepan, and simmer it. It thickens up on its own. You don't have to thicken it up. If you actually put a little too much water, you could add another spoonful if you need to. But I use probably about, I don't know, a cup and a half of water, maybe 2 cups, just depends on how I'm feeling that evening. I don't really measure things, but it works out wonderful. And it's the spaghetti seasoning. It's thick and it's zesty enough for me. I don't really miss this stuff. I've had this stuff stored up in my refrigerator. I keep it in the ice box, but I've had it in there probably about 8 months. It's still good. I can use it when that stuff runs out. I'm hoping I can replenish this stock first, because I like that better. And it wasn't very expensive, and I got my money's worth. I've had so many meals out of it. Just the tomato powder. You add tomato powder, then you add 3 of the tablespoons of that seasoning, whichever one you're wanting, Sloppy Joe or the spaghetti. Add it to it and let it simmer for a little bit, and you're in good shape. My family hasn't noticed it. They haven't said anything about it. They eat it just the same. It saves us money. Because these little packets, they're pretty expensive. And you're only getting 1.31 ounce. I know you probably can't see that very well. But, which is 37 grams. But hey, look into this. This'll save you money in the long run. And, it'll also help your storage. I don't have to worry about, you know, stocking a bunch of stuff, especially with the tomato powder. I explained that on my last video. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. Thumbs up to this Provident Pantry My Choice spaghetti seasoning and Sloppy Joe seasoning. It doesn't have as near as much salt. Let me see if I can tell you. Well, it don't have it on there. It don't tell you exactly how much salt it does have, but I'm telling you, you can tell the difference. It's not as salty. Alright, well, this is just another little video. I know I haven't been putting up any videos lately, so I'm trying to correct that issue. Alright, y'all have a good evening, and I hope you try this. It was really working out well for me. Alright, big hugs to yous. Bye-bye.